Hi guys, Shells here from Shell Spa Products, and today I'm going to be tinkering around with some lip balm recipes. Well, hopefully this first one works because I kind of like it. It's going to be yellow beeswax, just pure beeswax, and then shea butter and jojoba oil. And then I'm going to add some of this. This is pure spearmint oil, and I got it in the like cake and candy section, and I noticed that there's a lot over there that aren't like water based, but it has to be oil based to mix into this recipe. So I looked at the ingredients on the side of the bottle, if you can see, and it says just pure spearmint oil. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be using, a little tiny bit of this, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of honey. And so I don't know, we'll see how that turns out. I'm going to go ahead and measure out the ingredients, and I have some of these like oval tubes that are kind of small, so I'm just going to use those up and stuff. I have a bunch of lip balm tubes that I have ready to go, and so once I get this recipe good, then I'll film a video of the lip balm making stuff. So let's test it. I've got my double boiler heating up over here, so it'll be hopefully ready by the time I get all this stuff measured out. So let's see, let me grab something to measure all that stuff. Okay, I think I'll just use this little thing. And I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe, what I'm going to do is thirds of this. So I'm going to do a third beeswax, a third shea, and a third of the jojoba. So I'll probably do a ½ ounce of each just to test it and see how it is. Okay, let's start with the beeswax. This is the beeswax that I'm using, just the little pastels. Oh, I can smell the honey flavor, or honey scent off the beeswax already. I think that's taped up. I'm actually just going to snip the top of that off. I've got a container to put that in, so. Sorry if you guys can hear the neighbor's dog barking incessantly. Okay, so there is a ½ ounce of that. And my double boiler is coming along over here, so it is just about there. Okay, next I'll do the jojoba, just to get out there. Okay, there's a ½ ounce of that, and that is just, if you guys can see that, just jojoba oil. It's just basically a liquid wax. And then this is white shea butter. And this is a 2-pound block. I got a couple of those the last time I ordered, so I'm going to go ahead and zero that scale out one more time. And add a ½ ounce of the shea butter, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of there. It's just like, it's real buttery feeling, creamy. Okay, just a little bit more. And this is just a test batch for us to use here around the house, and then I'll make a different batch with gloves on and whatnot. This is just for us. So I don't really care if I have gloves on, in case you're wondering about that. My hands are clean. I bleached all of my containers, and I wash them and then I run them through a bleach solution, just a little bit of bleach to water, and then I rinse them 3 times to get all that off. And so they're just air drying right now. Let's see. Okay, that's just perfect. All right, and my water is just perfect over here too. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I might turn my camera around so you guys can see that. Okay, boiler, and I'm just going to put all those ingredients in here. I'm really anxious to see if this turns out pretty good. So since that's such a small kind of batch, I'm just going to do like let's see. I've got my 100% honey over here, so might just do a couple drops of that. There, that's a little bit better. Let's see here. I have it sitting in warm water because it's really hard to get out. There we go. There's a couple drops. Maybe one more. Okay. Now for this spearmint oil. Let me open that package here. And I've never used any of this before, so hence the testing process, I guess. And I know with, like, these aren't sweetened or anything. This is just like a peppermint oil. It's just pure. There's nothing sweet about this. It's just to trick you into that, you know, it just tricks you into thinking that. It really smells good, though. I'm not a big peppermint person, and so I was really excited to find the spearmint oil. So if you like spearmint, and that stuff was like, what, $3.99? I got it at Hobby Lobby. And it comes with 2 bottles, which if you just use a little bit, which is all you need, that would last a long time. So, big old chunk of shea butter is still in there. But, you know, I don't have this up really high. I only have it on just a medium, just to melt it kind of slowly. Alright, now we've got it out of there, and I think that honey is just sitting on the bottom, so I'm going to stir that in. Make sure it's all incorporated. I don't want anything that's not fully incorporated in there. I can smell that honey too. It smells good. So, just gonna keep on stirring. And then I have a pipette here. I'm just gonna drop, literally just like a drop in there. Maybe 2. That was a small drop. Okay, but that's it. And we'll see how much that does. Alright, well, let's pour some of that up and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Let's go 3. Let's help those off a little bit more there. I think I'm gonna have to put it back in the water though because it's stuck to the glass. Nope. Oof, perfect. Okay. Nope, that one needs more. I'm gonna pop it back in here and then actually wait, I'm gonna pour another one, I think. And then I'll melt the rest of it. I hope this turns out though. I hope that was enough spearmint oil. I don't know. It just seemed really strong and I didn't want it to be like super overpowering. Yeah, I see that honey in the bottom. I don't want that pouring out. I'm actually gonna pour that off back into this container. I don't want that, the part that didn't mix in can go bye-bye. Okay. Now I'm gonna see if I can melt that back a little bit. Well, maybe too much honey for that amount of ingredients, I'm thinking. So, a little goes a long way, it seems like. It's not really meant to sweeten it so much, it's just be a nice additive. And I'm just melting that back down a little bit here so I can pour off the last little bit. Then I can top off this last one here. And then once it gets solid, here in just a little bit, doesn't take very long to get solid, and then we'll come back and we'll test it. So, anyway, that pretty much sums that part of it up. So anyway, I'm going to finish this part up, and then, like I said, I'll attach a part, the testing of this here in just a little bit. Okay, back in a minute. Hey everybody, we're back, and this is my husband Brad. Hang on, I'm getting a little bit better light. There we go. And he's going to test the lip balm that I just made. So he's going to go ahead and try that. See how it is. Oh, my doggy wants outside. What do you think?
Moist.
Moist?
Not too waxy.
Not too waxy?
Mm-mm.
What about flavor-wise, or can you...
There is none.
No flavor? Okay. That's what I thought too.
Mm.
I already put some on too, and
feels good.
Feels good. It's moisturizing. It is smooth. I think just the right amount of beeswax to butter and oil, so that's good. Okay. Well, thanks for testing that for me, honey, and I'm gonna go and film some more. Okay. Okay, so I guess in conclusion, I would just say I would add more of the spearmint oil. I'm going to leave the honey out completely, and I think that will be just fine. So I'm going to do another test batch, and then before I decide I like that recipe. So I'm going to film that and attach it to this video, and we'll see how test batch number 2 goes. Okay, back for that in just a minute. So this time I'm gonna do, instead of a 1/2 ounce of beeswax, I'm gonna do 0.6 and then 0.4 of Shea. Make it a little bit less creamy maybe. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that. And then I'm gonna leave the honey out, and I'm going to add more of the spearmint oil. So let me... Okay. And I got my shea butter. I'm trying a new camera angle instead of from the side, so I don't know if I like it yet. I guess I'll find out when I go to edit. So again, this is just another test batch, and then this should be 0.4 of the shea butter. And then I'm still going to do a 1/2 ounce of the jojoba and see how that goes. 0.3. Almost there. Okay, there we're at 0.4, and then I will zero that out again. I'm going to add 0.5 ounce. I will put the recipes in the description box with the descriptions of how they turn out. Okay, there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the double boiler again. Okay, and this is the same amount of total, so it's still 1.5 ounces, so it should fill 4 of those tubes again. And I'm going to use quite a bit more of the oil, but not a whole bunch more because I don't want it to like burn your lips. It should just kind of, you know, have a little tiny bit of spearmint like essence to it. Okay, we are back, and this time mixture number 2 is ready. So I'm going to take it out of the double boiler over here. Double boiler, did I say boiler? Anyway, the double boiler. And I'm going to add the spearmint oil. So I did 2 drops the last time, and it's really pretty much non-existent, so I don't know how many drops to try, but let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sounds like a good number. 12 sounds better. Let's just see how that does. If it's too strong, then I know to do like 8. So, alright. Mix that in. And I'm leaving out the honey. I'm not putting any stevia or any type of sweetener in it at all. I just want it to be like a nice moisturizing lip balm with a little hint of the spearmint. So that's what I'm going for. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour this up. I'm leaving my water on because I might need to put this back in there, but I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Just let that heat back up. Okay, now it's time to pour. So I have this thing that I'm going to try. I got some fabric, and it is for a standard size lip balm tube. It is a it's a keychain holder, and so I have some like just empty key rings, and I'm going to sew just like a little thing with the pocket so you can put your lip balm in it and then carry it on your keychain, because I carry my keys with me at work all day long, so I'm always wanting to grab a lip balm, and I really don't want it in my pocket, so if I can just hook it onto my keychain, that would be awesome. So I'm going to work on that. I might film that later. It'll just be a little sewing project, but I think it'll be pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to melt down what's left in this glass and add it to that, and then I'll bring you back for the testing of recipe number 2. Okay. Okay, so this is the second one that I had, number 2, the second recipe, and so I just tried that one, and my husband also tried it off camera this time, but anyway, I like it a whole lot. It's pretty much the same texture. You can taste the spearmint, you know, well, you can tell it's in there a little bit more. Even though I used 12 drops, I still could have used probably, I don't know, maybe 18 or 20. It would have been fine. So I'll probably up the spearmint oil a little bit and play around with that, but it could definitely stand to be stronger. But yeah, it has a really nice texture, and it's really moisturizing. I think we both concur that we like number 2 better, although, like I said, it just needs more spearmint oil in there, so that's an easy fix, and but the texture of it's very nice, and so I think I'll be sticking with that one. Like I said, I will put both recipes in the description for this video, and then I'm not sure if I'll actually film the making of the lip balms or not. I don't know. I might do that. So anyway, but this is just my testing video to see what the recipes were like and stuff, and I think the jojoba oil is also fine in it. So anyway, we're going to leave it at that. I'll post it below, and also I'll list some substitutions that you guys can use. You know, also, you don't have to use jojoba oil. You can use any kind of oil that you like, sweet almond, avocado, that kind of thing, and you don't have to use shea butter. You can use cocoa butter if you like, or, you know, it can be changed a whole lot. It's just getting your proportions right, but I still find 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3 seems to work better. I like a butter, the wax, and then the oil. So as long as you kind of do that, you shouldn't have any trouble getting a good lip balm. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.